Hi, Gemini. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, here's your ink blot made in your name and essence, your bloody ink blot in the spirit of October. We'll add on tarot and oracle, and we have ghost tube here kicking for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely, of course. So, Gemini, you know the drill. I'm going to take a moment here to open. You're welcome to join me. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Gems, thank you so much for being here, for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Let's get going here. Oh, I feel I'm seeing like the mushroom from Mario Brothers. And you know how Mario can go big when but it's like that little grumpy mushroom dude that he stomps on. Anywho, but you know how like Mario Brothers can grow big when he eats like the red one? That's what I'm seeing this mushroom. So there's something about like the psychedelic perception or psychedelic senses.
Uncle.
And if that word doesn't resonate, it can also be imagination, utilizing the imagination. I feel like I'm growing into something that I'm imagining first. And I'm quite happy about it, Gems, is how I'm feeling. And then I'm also seeing like a cyclops, the cyclops of the third eye. So there seems to be like this dense growing. When I say dense, I mean like in density. I'm imagining something. And I'm seeing it like scaffolding or like metal, like a building's being built. I feel like this is really far from me. I don't know if that's just my imagination. Alas, I'm sure the power of volume. Sorry. It's like not if I was seeing a building being built and it was metal, like the infrastructure of it, it's very strong. It's very strong. Okay, so this is Gemini, is what I feel like as I'm in your aura. So, thank you. There's also something in the shoulder area that I'm seeing. I don't know if it's like a posturing or because I'm seeing like if somebody's in a corner, I don't know if it's a boxing or UFC or whatever the case is. Maybe it's even a matter of like it's opening the next ring, the next something. And anyway, there might be a coach or a supportive person like at your shoulders and they're like scrunches like, you got this, champ. You got this, champ. That's what I'm hearing. You got this, champ. You're doing good. But then you also get like these recaps of like tidbits from somebody else's point of view. It's like they're doing this or going that way. Maybe it's your job. You're like, oh, this project's heading this direction. So keep an eye out for the lefts and the rights. And do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're getting tidbits from like this coachy person but they're on your side. Everybody's on your side. Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. And I also want to note like up here when I'm seeing that cycloptic eye, I'm also seeing it with the star up there. So I'm seeing something. It's like I do feel like it is career oriented or thank you. There's somebody in spirit that I look upon the stars. So a loss that I've had. And I look up at the stars with that third eye and I imagine having conversations with them. They are helping, guiding me. They're that spirit, this spirit, whoever that is for you. I don't get the sense it's like a spirit guide. It's somebody in spirit that means something so that they're in your corner with you. And maybe it's in relation to something that you want, but it's like they're your point person and you talk to them. Maybe it is an uncle, but it's something along that lines. It feels really well. And I'm seeing it like the one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater, one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater.
Basement.
So you could have an energy that resides in the basement of your being, and this is what they're helping you connect with, versus this. I wanted to say, like, given the whole like boxing or whatever that analogy was that was coming through this fight, like for the next ring or the next, when I see like that, the girl that's walking around the ring, it's like round two for the next round. It's not a fight feeling, though that's the way it's coming through, but it's like something in the basement of your being that you really want and you're really desiring, and you're using your imagination to bring it to fruition. It's like, I don't know, maybe you're working with the law of attraction, or you're mingling with manifestation, but you're paying attention. And you're taking advice from those that you respect, not willy-nilly. It's like, imagine if this fighter person, for whatever reason, right, or boxer, is in their corner and their coach is like squinching them, and it's like, you got this, champion, keep an eye out for this. And then you also listen to all the people in the stands and their opinion. And I'm not dismissing that it could be valuable or not valuable, right, but because it's in the sea of souls, the yelling and the screaming, their advice isn't clearly heard, right? So it's like you have to pick those people in your corner, whatever those people are. The hydrating person that may be giving you water. And then there might be like a medical person that's putting more Vaseline or something on so punches slide off. Your motivators. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I butchered that, but I feel like I get it, even though it's really not my forte. Okay. And when I wander into the one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater in the basement of your being, and that symbol could also mean something to you that I'm unaware of, and that's cool. It's more important to follow what you see, sense, or feel versus my yammerings, but I appreciate the space held. And if I didn't say so already, Geminis, thank you so much for being here, for liking, sharing, and subscribing, as it really does help the channel grow. Blessings. I really wanted that, like, blessings. Blessings to you, to your being. Because you're not defeating this monster. You're connecting with it. It's like I'm hearing it, because it can actually be helpful in some way, shape, or form. And then I'm also seeing, if you've ever seen the show Dirk Gently and the Holistic Detective Agency, and at some point there's like the concept of that. Time after time. Thank you. Get your paranormal poker hand here. They're actually cheering you on, and they've got bunnies with them. Am I yelling? I feel like I'm yelling. Even if I am yelling, that's fine. Apologies if I'm like yelling, but I feel like kind of like that coach, like, Geminis, you got this, you got this. Confidence. I have confidence in confidence alone. Knowledge. These are your talismans. What else do we got here? Oh my goodness, like everything is grounding and protection. And growth of energy. Oh, that is fantastic. Uncles come through a few times. Okay, so you might have an uncle in spirit that's trying to come through, that's connecting with you, or it's like that presence of an uncle. On the other hand, I just heard like say uncle, like when you need to tap out. And you can say uncle, you can tap out of whatever it is that you might be working with. It's almost like an intelligent, say uncle, tap out, because you're going to go back to your corner and recalibrate. It's kind of like a game plan, but it doesn't feel do or die. It feels I'm learning, and I'm actually like happy to be here. And I'm navigating different skill sets, bouncing off another area or industry. That's what that feels like. because I'm growing.
Living room.
I'm growing. And I have all the right people in the right places. Like, I feel like I'm seeing this team around you that you've built. And you've chosen these people. If you haven't chosen these people wisely or with intent, I feel like maybe, Gemini, some of you might be looking around at your team. If they're tangible. Hello. If they are, animated. Like, in you know what I'm saying? And maybe that could be something that your spirit team is asking you to take a look at the people around you. Like, there's a difference between, the team around you in your 20s. I tend to work in decades because I'm not great with the detailedness of days, weeks, months, hours. Your team when you're 20, 30, 40, 50, it changes. Some are constant. Those are few. So for some, it's family, but for others, it's not always family. So there is a constant theme of people or a kind of person, right? And for some of you, you might be working through that. Ooh la la. And power just came through. So I feel like you might be taking a look at that. Even if it's like, the people have changed, but the energies are the same. Like, that's how skilled you're getting at. It's for you, right? This isn't about a judgment of others. It's like, I'm seeing that maybe this person, this friend that I have in my corner
Turn it off.
is maybe, I'm going to turn you down just a titch and a scooch there. But they're the same energy that you recognize maybe in your 20s and your 30s. So there might be some sort of cycle, but it's interesting. It's not a cycle. It's just a presence that, it's like, I'm not going to be friends with them anymore. They're not good for me. But did I do the basement, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater work on myself so that presence doesn't come back? Every day is a new opportunity. Empower, trust your inner vision. And I feel like if you have that inkling, you're aware of it out of the box. You're saying box, and I saw it as a ring. Interesting. Is there anything else that I'm seeing? Can I bring this down? Yeah, there is something like devilish around. But I think this might be you. And I mean that in a complimentary way. I'm also seeing a seashell. I'm seeing dinosaurs like Jurassic Park. Thank you. So the arousal. La la. I'm seeing mating calls. I'm also seeing teddygrams, like the candy. Interesting. Shine. So before I was starting your scry session here, very chilly, the spirit box said shine. I don't know if it got recorded. Make yourself seen. So let's just say, in the way this is coming through,
kitchen,
it's like that boxer or whatever it is, right? Maybe it's a commitment, the ring, with being in the ring, people on your side, building a family, your soul tribe. Apply any word that feels good or just within the aspects of the self, and knowing what architectural energies. Okay, archetype, architect, with the scaffolding thing. And I'm seeing it all kind of like come together in that building, this energy, this life force. Does that come in somewhere? Trust your inner vision, and every day is a new opportunity. Okay, you have growth of energy and born, and they all have eggs in them as well. I'm studying something, and I know when to ask for help. Did I get off track? I did. That's fine. I'm just going to keep going. I'm seeing snail, slow and steady. Snail, slow and steady. And right here in this density form, it's like all of this generational, not generational, generating energy
Garden.
that is coming in to my mind through the imagination, intellect, intuition, whatever, however it's happening. Again, those might even be energies in your corner. And I'm like, this, right? And it's like that whole generating. It's like feeling it and then being able to work with it. It's also something in the eyes, because I'm seeing like a Mr. Miyagi as well. And when pigs fly, Gemini, when pigs fly. Yeah, when pigs fly. I don't know how else to say that. Somebody might be mesmerized by you, or you may be mesmerized by something. Almost like if I was hypnotized for a while. Also, if there is some sort of relationship that ended or job that ended, hashly, I'm not sure. I'm ready to consider. So it makes me feel like I'm ready to start again or start dating, especially if it was grief oriented and somebody recently lost a partner. And when I say recently, again, like easily a decade to now, to me that feels recent. And you might be ready to start even having a companion energy.
I'm
all right.
stuck.
And some might feel stuck because of that. It's like, but do I, again, I see the building, the scaffolding, and I'm speaking to that star, that somebody in spirit that's a star, and they're celebrating it. Lots of Mario Brother, like the star, the mushroom, the other mushroom. Okay. Closing out messages for gems. You have skeleton, strength, trick or treat, mischief, and play. There's absolutely somebody, condolences if you've lost a partner. They're still working with you. They're still in your corner. And again, for those that are looking for a new relationship, personal or professional, I feel like it's there. But it's like clearing up your intention. Are you here as a treat or a trick? Like, are you even tricking yourself? This feels very internally reflective. Scrying intuition and dawn the light after the darkness. Shine the light after the darkness. And now I'm seeing your one eye and one horn. I'm seeing shoot, it's not coming into mind where the wild things are, but I'm seeing maracas, and they're very like your monsters are actually like really, really happy for you. And you also have intuition with empower. Trust your inner vision. Like I feel the messages are being duplicated, the symbols are being duplicated, and that's amazing. Ancestors, the love and legacy of your DNA. Born. They're also protecting you. It's also part and parcel of all of this generating energy, and it's coming from above. So that's why when I said generational, it wasn't generational here. It's generations. And they're actually like sending a lot down to you. A lot down. If you feel that you've had damaged DNA or that what you've gone through in these fights, UFC or boxing or whatever these things are, whatever else may happen in a ring, I'm not sure. If you feel that you've taken some hits, I'm seeing it like a video game as well now, like, you know, the little Lifeline or Mortal Kombat or whatever these games are. I'm not really sure. It's like, I feel like, you're doing things. You're doing other things. Maybe you go off in this game and you read a book, or you're a baseball player, or the analogy of, and you go and watch how the other team plays, their skill sets. What are their commonalities? What are their patterns? I'm knowledgeifying myself. It's a weird way of saying that, but I'm going to leave it there. All right, Gemini. Thank you so much for being my muse. I will see you again soon, and we will flip it for perspective possibilities. You've been amazing. Again, please do give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.